What's going on, everybody? It's Nick Sanchez, your car guy, and we're back at it again with another quick review. But before getting into the video, shout out to Roger Beasley, Mazda South, for giving me a chance to use the vehicle. If you live in the Austin area and in the market for a car, check out the website mazdasouth.com, or you can check the link in the description down below. With that said, today we're doing a 2018 Alfa Romeo Giulia TI. Let me go ahead and read a little of the specs here. So it's going to come with a 2.0-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine. It's going to pump out about 280 ponies with a curb weight anywhere between 3,521 and 3,632. MPGs are pretty decent at 24 city, 33 highway. So I'm pretty pumped into getting into this video. I have not messed with an Alfa Romeo whatsoever, so this is kind of my first opportunity to have hands on the brand. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the quick review. All right, everybody, so like any other video, we're starting from the rear. We have the Alfa Romeo badging right there. Giulia badge. Got these nice chrome tip exhausts, dual exhausts. Let's go ahead and pan around out, and it's coming around to the side. We do have some beautiful 18-inch wheels with the Alfa Romeo logo, as well as Alfa Romeo on the brake pads or brake calipers. Let's go ahead and pan around. And overall, this is a very beautiful car. Nice red. Some people love the grille, some people hate the grille. I don't mind it. Looks all right. Looks pretty aggressive. The honeycomb grille is pretty cool. Looks like we have, I think, the sensor right there for the front. And let's go ahead and pan around. And overall, very nice lines. You got some nice aggressive lines on the side of the vehicle. Overall, very sharp looking. Okay, let's go ahead and take a peek into the trunk. Looks like we got an assortment of things here. We got the carpets. Looks like we got some goodie bags from the past dealership. What is this, car cover? Anyways, so it's a relatively decent sized trunk. The only thing is the opening is a little bit narrow, but I guess if you're using this as a commuter, going down to the grocery store shouldn't be a problem. Up above, we do have some kind of additional equipment up here, so it's pretty compact. Let's go ahead and check on the sides. I'm guessing, yeah, that's where you have access to other things there. Overall, pretty decent. Now we're going to pan out to the rear passengers. And I must say, I am a fan of this leather. This is a good color for this car. Good overall quality looking material. And let's go ahead and take a seat. The back of the seats, we do have these map pockets. We do have rear AC with these little bezels, similar to like a Mazda Miata setup. Down below, USB port. You only got one though. And overall, this is, well, the seats are already all the way back. Me, I'm an average sized guy, so I got space. Not the most comfortable, but I'm guessing if you're a taller person, you probably have to have the person in the front move their seat a little bit forward. Let's go ahead and get an overall shot of the center console, infotainment center, and steering wheel right there. And then up above me, we do have some map lights, so that's always convenient there, as well as these little handles. Another thing that I thought was a little peculiar, so from the inside you do have access to the center where it drops down to this little lever. For the other seats, I couldn't find anything like that. I had to come to the back where you actually have a lever to release the front. So then it looks like you'll have some additional cargo space with the seats folding down like that. So that's always nice. And for the engine, here it is. 2.0-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine. Pumping about 280 horsepower, so that's pretty solid for the size of the vehicle. Nice Alfa Romeo engine covering right there. You get the shot of the turbo. Overall, very clean. Now this, pretty similar to the BMW. When you pop open the hood, you do have to double release it for it to release. But overall, very clean engine bay. You got some engine braces right there as well. So yeah, pretty clean. Okay, so hopping into the driver's side, you do have the touch keyless entry system here. And on the left hand side, the usual suspects, the buttons to the windows, the locks, the side mirrors. You do have Harman Kardon speakers right there before hopping into the driver's seat, you do have memory seats, power seat, lumbar support, nice Alfa Romeo badging right there on the side. Left hand side, we do have some of the safety features here accessible: perimeter alert, ignition off, auto ignition off, the lights, as well as the illumination for the gauges. And yeah, we're finally in the driver's seat. Okay, so behind the steering wheel, finally, we do have blind spot monitoring that I can see from the side. The start button is on the steering wheel itself, so that's a little bit different. You do have all the safety features. Looks like smart radar, cruise control accessible, as well as your Bluetooth options and cruise control. This is a shot of the dash or the gauge right there. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. This one does have 4,741 miles, pretty low miles. And then yeah, any additional features I can show you? Just the usual. This does have an additional button there. What's that? I think the lane keep assist. And let's go ahead and check out some of the menus here. First time doing this, so if I'm struggling, it's because it's my first time doing it. Nope, don't really see anything too crazy. There we go. Nope. All right. So after struggling for a second, the menu button's right there. So yeah, the car is built a little bit different than I'm used to. You've got the usual menus here, nothing too crazy. Going on to the infotainment center. So this setup's pretty similar to the big knob with the little knobs. Go to the menu, pretty standard stuff: radio, media, phone, navigation, and car. One thing I did notice was this DNA button. I had to look it up. Dynamic, neutral, and advanced efficiency. So I'm guessing dynamic's pretty much the sport mode for the vehicle, as you can see indicated in red, neutral blue, and then the advanced efficiency in green, just to kind of give you that, you know, standard color coordination of which each mode means. Volume button, turn the radio on and off. I have it off right now. And option, let's see what this does. So option, you do have other additional little menus here. Let's see if I can go back. And yeah, I'm not going to get too in depth. It looks pretty standard. Here's the AC vents right there. In the center, you do have the controllers, dual setup. You do have heated seats, heated steering wheel. You got your USB port, as well as the cup holders with an additional little tray that slides. And I must say, this is kind of like a faux wood material, but it looks very nice for the setup. Not sure if the camera's doing it any justice. But yeah, overall it looks good. The presentation of the interior is pretty impressive. I didn't know what to expect, but I like it, man. Just this color and everything like that. So with that said, we do have the electronic parking brake. And let's go ahead and dive into the center console. Pretty standard setup with some additional ports, aux, and an additional charging port. You do have the wireless charging there as well. Looks like with the key, so that's interesting. Passenger side, glove box, and up above, dome lights, and then the power for the rear view camera, the vanities, and overall that's it. Let's go ahead and get on the drive. Let's get on the road. Okay, so we are on the road here, coming up to a stop. Let me put it in dynamic mode. Want to see how aggressive this thing gets, and hopefully the traffic in South Austin treats us well to where we can kind of get up to highway speed, at least 50-60 miles an hour. Let's check it out. Some already at 60. Wow, that is impressive. That turbo engine was smooth. It was not too noisy, and man, I'm actually pretty impressed. I got up to speed real quick, only to need to slow down because there's a little bit of traffic here this morning. So I wasn't too familiar with the brand starting out. I know I have seen these vehicles out in the street. You don't really see too many Alfa Romeos out in the city, at least that I've come across. So I was pretty pumped. Overall, I think my impression of the appearance of the vehicle, I like it. The grille is pretty unique. I can see that maybe some deterrent to some people. Some people kind of like more of a unique design. Some people don't. The color is great. I love this color. the overall, the wheels and the appearance, I think it's a good looking car. It's efficient, and yeah, just coming on into the engine, I mean, this thing has some pretty decent power for the size of the vehicle. I can see this being a fun daily commuter with that trunk space as well, so I don't think you're compromising too much if you're just needing something to get around. It's a little bit more upgraded than a Honda Civic, and I think the one thing that really stands out in this vehicle, aside from the engine, is the interior. I was really impressed with the interior. Like I said before, I didn't know what to expect from Alfa Romeo, since this is my first encounter with the brand. The material seems pretty solid. I do love the color. This color reminds me of this kind of throwback, but the 350Z used to have a similar kind of leather color, but I think this is a lot nicer. Obviously, the material is very soft. I feel very comfortable in this car. I can see myself doing a nice road trip with no problems, especially with the multiple lumbar support options that you have with this vehicle and the heated seats. That way, you know, you can heat up your lower back if you're old like me. Overall, very impressed. This is a smooth drive, and I do recommend checking out this car. Once again, like I say, like I preach, if you are in the market for a used vehicle, check the Carfax, make sure it's clean, you know, make sure you're getting the best deal out there. And let's go ahead and pull up into the parking lot. So I do like the technology. I mean, it has all the standard features, you know, blind spot, lane keep assist, perimeter alert, smart radar, cruise control. And overall, the uniqueness of this car, I think it makes it a fun vehicle. But with that said, shout out again to Roger Beasley, Mazda South here in South Austin. If you are in the market for a car and live in the Austin area, check the link in the description below, or you can check out mazdasouth.com. That's it for this quick video. If you liked it, give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.